Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mickstar, and what can I say? Great DLC again. So yeah, we had when we first got to the Crown Tundra, we meet Peony and Nina, and then we get introduced to the was it Dynamax Adventures? Yeah, and all goes from there. All great. Well, we didn't get to play in the Dynamax Adventures at that point, but we could before we actually start the main thing, which then we move on to Peony, which is also good because he had three different missions, which I think it was in a way a lot better than the Isle of Armor, because that was all based in the dojo, even though this was all based in his fort, but there you still see the point. But at least with Peony you had going around the many different areas, many different locations to do each of his little mysteries. Not that much with the Crown Tundra. No, not that much with the Isle of Armor. I say. Because we had with Calyrex, then we have with birds, then we have with the ridges, and an extra throw-in, even though we met Sonia, who comes to the Crown Tundra. Like Pop, who went to the Isle of Armor, but we only ran into him at the end. We actually run into her at around the start, and she has her own little quest for you to do, which is footprints, which is good because you find the Musketeer Pokemon, the Rizian, Trachian, and Cobalion, right? Yeah. And then after that, we can actually get Keldeo, which is also good. And then going back. Then after we've done all the stuff with the Peony, which was the initial three, find one more, which is a little gift at the end. To go to the Dynamax Adventures and go battling there. And keep doing them because now we have Ultra Beasts to catch. Which is fun. And so yeah, I do find some things a little off-putting with this, because okay, the Crown Tundra and the Isle of Armor, you can do them right from the start when you get to Hedgeworth, and basically because the Pokemon Company have been making Pokemon games easier and easier. With the Crown Tundra, you can basically get a legendary level 60 in under an hour. First hour of playing the game, you can get a legendary at level 60. And yeah, it's gone through the Dynamax Adventures right at the start. But yeah, I forgot you do go in there to begin with, which is when you get your first legendary. Go all in with rented Pokemon so you can actually get through. Don't use your own. And then you catch a legendary at the end, which every Pokemon in there is a guaranteed catch. It's not. They might jump out, they might not. That thing I kind of agree with, because legendaries are a pain if they're the normal catch rate. But the fact that they didn't, lock it behind, you have to complete the main story first. But yes, in a way, they still keep things locked behind it until you have, like, the Star Tournament. But apart from that, there's nothing really else. Only the Star Tournament from this DLC is the only thing that's locked behind completing the game. So I still think they should have locked it all behind it And but then with you getting the DLC and getting the pass, it's kind of hard at that point, unless I don't know, they find a way to send you stuff like you, I don't know, probably in the next game. One, they could not make it so easy. Number two, I don't know, they could give you a mailbox or something. And then with DLC like this, yeah, you do the DLC. If it's a pass or something, it gets sent to your mailbox. But it also gets locked behind until you complete the game. Which would make it a lot more better, because then you know what, then your Pokemon are already strong enough so they can fight everything out in the wild. And unlike in the Isle of Armor, where everything is raised up to level 60, in the Crown Tundra they're from 60 to 70, I think. They vary in between those 10 levels. At least they're not all one, which does add a little bit of variation to it. But so yeah, overall, yes, I loved it, but they are making the Pokemon games way too easy for newcomers. Pokemon Company, if you watch this, can you please stop doing that? You're going to lose your original fan base if you carry on. And not many people would like to do that. Like, I would like to still keep being a Pokemon player. But if you keep making things easier and easier and easier, there's going to be no point. Just everyone who's coming up now to the games will play it, like it. Then if they decide to go back and play the older games, or the very first game, they'll say, well, what's with the difficulty gap? This was easy, that was hard. Plus, can you please make experience share back to what it was? Where you have to equip it to a Pokemon so it gains half the experience, not you have it in your key items and then everybody gets it. Because I still think that kind of experience share is broken. It was broken when it first came into it. You don't know if you tuned it or something, but people think I've heard that you did, but it's still no different now, because I got all my original Pokemon in the game to level 100 so quick, in under a month, all to level 100. In every other game, it's rare I get a Pokemon to level 100. But yeah, can you please not do that? Please not make it easy. Please change that back, because it's a lot better. Or, if you're going to keep it like this, have it like it was in red, blue and yellow. Which is, the experience you get is spread between everyone. No experience and then everyone gets the same number. That's kind of broken. So please. But yeah, with that like little acknowledgement, praise, rant, and what can come better, I'm going to end this here. Because, yeah, I don't think you want to hear me talk about it on this that much, so, yeah. So, I'm going to end this here. So if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, bell for notifications, comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye.